Hello and welcome to this video where we will talk about bulk, we'll talk about selling cards, trading cards, and also going through cards you don't necessarily play anymore and turning them into playable staples. For me, this is gonna be something I do to complete my Dihada cEDH deck. This is a project I would be totally fine with proxying, and also I have a lot of proxies in my cEDH Kinnan deck. This one, about like half of it is proxies, pretty much. Proxies are okay in cEDH tournaments. Like 99% of them will allow proxies. Some of them even allow printer proxies. You just have to double sleeve them and make sure that it's like decently presenting cards at least. Dihada is very near and dear to my heart. It's the pre-con has done a lot for me. I've done videos about that before, so we're not going to get into that in this video. But we're going to talk about how I went through all of my bulk, which was a nightmare because I've been playing Magic since the very first Modern Masters came out, and I think that's 2013. I'm not exactly sure. So there's a lot of cards to go through. I'm doing this with the help of an incredible little invention, and it's the card slinger. Hopefully you can see it easily, even though there's a microphone in the way. It's lightweight, but really durable. Your phone will go on top here with the camera facing down, and you would drop cards down. And as you can see, that card didn't go down easily because this chamber here is for unsleeved, but they do have chambers for sleeved cards as well, so you can then scan your cards. I will show better footage of how to do that, but this sped up the process a lot for me. There was a lot of cards to go through, and that's very time consuming, and using those scanner apps are great. The one they suggested was awesome. I kind of didn't like it at first because the lighting had to be somewhat perfect to do it, but it's also because I'm an autistic freak that likes sitting in the dark when I'm doing stuff. Normal lighting actually did the trick. Very happy with the Mana Vault, I'm pretty sure the app is called. Nope. When you order it, you get like information on what apps. Mana Box. It's Mana Box. That's the one they suggest. There's another one as well. I did try with the one I've used before, which is the TCG Player one. That's specific for TCG Player, so I ended up not using it because as part of this project, I'm going to be selling some of these cards and listing them on Card Market. Card Market is the best European market, in my opinion. That's where I've been buying a lot of my singles from. So anyway, what's the goal here? The goal is for me to sell or trade a bunch of the cards I don't play, cards that are just sitting in binders or mixed in with bulk that I didn't know was worth anything. It's a lot. It's all of this. All of this will be tradable or sold in the near future, hopefully. That block of cards is about 1.2k worth of playable commander cards for the most part. There's also some 60 card staples in there as well, because that's what I used to play back in the day. The goal is to get my cEDH Dihada deck built with as few proxies as possible. I have ordered the cards I'm missing as proxies so that I can play the deck before the meta changes so much that my deck list needs to change. However, this will also free up a lot of space for me. This will also help me organize my cards a lot better than just having them in... Wait, I'll show. When you buy a bundle, you get these little things that you put cards in, and let's see, I have 8 of those, and then I have 2 bundles, and then I have 2 giant Pokemon boxes. These ones full of cards. For the most part, it's not cards I'm gonna play anyways, so if I can find gems hidden among them and sell them, that's awesome. I still have a few cards I haven't scanned because I have so many deck projects just sitting on the side. Let me show you. Like, there's about 4 or 5 decks there that's just like almost finished, not really, and some of them were finished, and then I took some from one and put it into the other, and so now they're not finished anymore. But there's a lot of shit in there that it's just not gonna get played. I'm not gonna put them together properly, so why are they there? I can sell them and I can get a deck that I'm dying to play. And again, proxies are totally welcome in cEDH. No one is expecting you to have your entire deck unproxied. So that is not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because it's a fun project, and this will be like my gem, my special deck, I guess. For that deck, I will use a very cool purple deck box. We have some sleeves that I got in Japan, the Pokemon Tinkaton Evolution family sleeves, and we will have some Dragon Shield art protecting sleeves because I don't want to shuffle this deck so much that those sleeves get ruined. But that makes it very thick. That's why I have this deck box, which can actually fit this, because I used these sleeves on another deck before this, but don't tell Dihada. I'll do a overhead shot going through every single card that we have in the deck at the moment. There will be follow-up videos on how it's going. Some of those might be shorts, but I figured I'd do a short video talking about how we're actually getting started on this project now. cEDH Dihada is happening. I've seen multiple other creators play Dihada as well, which is really cool. I'm happy to see it. Mardu is actually looking pretty decent in cEDH now, so who knows, we might get even better tools with Tark here, so look out. And as you all know, I also very recently opened a whole booster box of Scourge, where I got the Sliver and I got a lot of personal chase cards as well as actual chase cards from the set. And going through the value of all of those, it's also so much easier with the Card Slinger. It's helped so much. This is literally been and will be the MVP of my project going forward. 100% would recommend. There will be a link in the description for you guys to potentially go and get your own if you want to do a project like this. If you've been collecting Magic or playing Magic for a long time, you probably have a ton of cards that to you will never see play, but there are people out there that will pay good money for it. Like, there are cards in here that I literally had with trash cards pretty much, and they're $10 for some reason. I mean, that's great for me. I'd rather have those $10 towards a very playable card in Dihada than just have it sit there forgotten in a drawer. Let me know in the comments if you think I'll ever get to the point of Dihada being unproxied and fully blinged out, and if you think the card sling will actually help me, or if I'm just lazy. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!